Hello, Ram Fam streaming. Ram Fam, we're here. We're live with Black Ram Jack streaming. We're doing some more Spyro today. Playing the original on an original PS1 that we got fixed up and working. We got through a little over half of the game yesterday, so we'll be finishing that probably today. And after that, we did do some voting on what the next game's going to be. Just getting ahead, just in case we get there early. And here were the results. The games I put on there were based on things that people questioned whether I had or not, things they'd like to see. So the list changed of what people could vote for. Ryan, thank you for the share. William, what's up? Compared to the voting in which Spyro was picked. So we did Crash Bandicoot 2, because a few people said Crash was the thing, and I only have the second one, which I think is pretty well considered one of the best of the original series. Spyro 2, to continue on. Resident Evil, Twisted Metal 3, or Ape Escape. We got no votes for Ape Escape. Ryan, thank you for the like as well. One vote for Twisted Metal 3. I thought I had 4, but it turns out that I have a part of the guide backwards. William Harris, thank you for the like as well. That was an ad for Twisted Metal 4, but when you look at the side and look at the disc, it's Twisted Metal 3. So that was confusing for me. 1 vote for Resident Evil, 2 votes for Spyro, 2 Ripto's Rage, and 4 for Crash Bandicoot 2, which I've never beaten. Never really played them that much. And Candy Lup, what up, buddy? Thank you for the like. So if we manage to beat Spyro today, we'll be doing Crash Bandicoot 2, something I've never played or beat before, so that might take a lot longer than the Spyro playthrough has been. So wish me luck. William, hello, how's it going? Got your Reignited trilogy to work? Nice, nice. Did you get a new one, or did the disc just suddenly work? Ryan, oh yeah, it's time to ram ourselves into another hype stream. I love it. So let's get this hype party ring on the hype train. Can we get a hell yeah? I can't hear you. I love it. Hell yeah. What's going on, Uncanny? What up, what up? Thank you guys. Appreciate all of you. So, hey, let's do some cheers quick. And let's listen to that sweet, sweet startup sound from the original PlayStation 1. And hope that this works. Also, where's my controller? Oh, here it is. Isn't that just nostalgic? Don't you just love that? Cheers. Delicious. Gonna work. Gonna work. I can't guarantee it. Okay, if it makes it through that screen, that third screen, should be good. Cheers again. So how's everyone's day going so far? William, did you start the Reignited trilogy? If so, where are you at? Had to buy it on Series X, but I got it now. Nice. It was probably a deal I would assume for it, right? It's a bit older of a game. I feel like the digital games and Xbox, Steam, PlayStation, Switch should all just permanently depreciate in value. Like real games do. Like, say you put Spyro up as a disc in a store. You know, it might be $60 or $40 or whatever when the game first comes out. But in the store, the price will eventually go down, and you'll eventually be getting it for like $20, $10, $15. In the stores, the digital stores, the price only depreciates during sales. Other than that, it stays nice and high. You know? Then Sniper Elite 5, I'll be playing later on, or tomorrow. What happening to focusing on one game? No, not long, got it. $15 on GTA. G2A. I'm trying to think. My brain might not be at full capacity. What is G2A? no. Leave. Nice, now I got the vortex to get up here anytime. No, wrong vortex. I misread the situation. Got that and went crazy buying clothes. Is it payday for you? I find payday is always the worst because that's when you might go a little bit crazier on spending. You know, you're like, oh, I got these extra funds. Might just get this hype train rolling. Worst part is without following that thief, it's kind of hard to remember how to get back up. It's easy to do the path when he's on it. Made me want to play Spyro. It's such a classic. I get you. It's hard not to want to play, right? If it was me, I'd go crazy buying cars. You know, I love cars, but at the same time, I'm not like a massive car guy where I think I'd go crazy. Honestly, if I was ever like rich enough where money didn't matter and stuff, I would hire a driver. I don't think I'd even drive places. Oh, I made a mistake. For some reason I thought I had to cut over again. But I'd have to get some classic cars, I think. I think I'd have more fun with classic cars. Maybe one new car. I think it'd be nice just to have a garage so my car didn't have bird poop on it. I'd take that. G2A is a marketplace for game codes. It's pretty cheap to be fair. Oh. Oh, I've never heard of that. That's pretty sick. I'm gonna have to look into that. Ooh. He barely runs from you when you get to him at this point. Not even payday, people just owed me money, so I thought, why not? Ah, yeah, that's fair. Fuck it. Why not? Got Crash installed on PS5, Spyro installed on Xbox, Sniper Elite. I want to try multiplayer. Oh, okay, just gonna do a little test run on it. See how she is. That's fair, that's a good call. Yeah, I got Crash on Xbox, but I have not beaten any of them. I played the first one up to, I remember like a boar level. There's something with the boar. I think I beat the kangaroo boss or something. Like, not playing it as a kid, really. I don't have memories burned in since I never beat it. I don't know how this one Crash I never ended up getting as a kid, really. But at least I got one of these franchises. Spyro and Crash were like the big two, you know? Car guy, I love fast cars, especially American Muscle. What do you have right now, Ryan? What do you drive? Do you have multiple cars? If you know how to fix up cars, that's a good way to make some extra money. That 10 gigabytes to go to Spyro. I think I can play through. Well, the race is on now. I have a laggier game, so let's see if we can beat the first one. Seems like everyone voted for Crash, so I can't do the trilogy against you. I could go game by game. Crash is free if you got PS5. Same with Ratchet and Clank. Oh shit! Oops! I gotta stop doing that. I hate wired headsets. I hate them.
Tour of the treetops. Don't just stop at one supercharge.
I would like Ratchet and Clank. I would like a PS5. It's just not in the cards yet. It just hasn't happened. We'll just have to see where the whole VR thing goes, and I'm not gonna make it. I made it! That's probably the hardest jump. I have forgotten so many times how to do that. I'm surprised I remembered it the first time. I got time to catch up. You beat this tonight, so I gotta catch up. That's true. I probably will beat it tonight, 100%. No guarantee, but I'm saying there's a high chance I beat this. You already VR yet? Yeah, I actually have it.
You've learned a lot since you were
I have not had much of a chance to play with it yet. Pretty much just because I'm working doing this. So, I'm hoping, although it's a pretty full weekend, it's a 3-day weekend because of Memorial Day for us. I've got a lot of plans every day, a lot I gotta get done, so I'm hoping I can start messing with it and see if I can pull it up on the stream, do some tests. But I got a little work to do before we're ready to display it. And I think the plan is right now to do some classics until that Quarry game, and then after the Quarry game, we'll see where we're at, but most likely we'll do some VR after that. You know, I'll grab a couple games, and hopefully, with all the Star Senders, we'll have some other games, some other options, so people can bring up some things. That alarm's going off. I don't know if you can hear it. Silent Hill? Better make sure it's not foggy outside. That'd be terrifying. Cheers, everybody. Skyrim VR? That could be a fun one. That could be a fun one. That thing right now is, if you donate stars, tell me what game you want, and then I will add it to the list of possible ones. Basically, my list is just going to be whatever suggestions people put out there. And then I'll buy myself something. I'm thinking, what's it called? Hitman? I saw Hitman 3 in VR in a video, and it looked awesome. And I wanted something scary, so I already have Phasmophobia on Steam, which apparently has VR support. So I don't think I have many games on Steam that already have VR support. I don't have a lot of Steam games. So I'll have to look into that and see what I can do already. But I figured scary games will be fun. There's a lot of messing around I'm going to have to do to see how this is all going to work. Because VR gaming on stream is just a whole nother beast. I think. Maybe it won't be as hard as I think. I don't know. I'm just too newbie at it. Also, Ryan, 4.6 million? Jesus. Slow down, young lad. So, how many levels can you go up now? What level are you at? How many can you go up? And what is your goal? When are you gonna stop grinding the grind? To be honest, I want to see Rick and Morty. I do have that on my personal list. I don't know if anything's been suggested. But I think the Rick and Morty one I saw, just a little bit of it, looks hilarious. This is the only boss level in the game that I can think of that really has a lot of butterflies for you. I know what you were thinking. Crazy, right? But did you know this was here? Sorry that the volume is wacky as hell. It's a 20-year-old game. I'm just glad it's not freezing on me. Starting Spyro, here we go. Hell yeah, it's a 100% race, by the way. You gotta collect every gem, save every egg, and every dragon, all of it. Gotta complete Gnasty's horde. Level 72, you can go up to 191. I'm just gonna keep grinding though. What did I beat the game at? Was I at 190? I think I beat it at 190.
This big robot is all charged up to meet you.
And you're gonna keep gaining runes as you go along, so you'll probably end at least at 200 if you just started right now. Because where are you at, Ryan? Oh, you gotta stop here. Can't forget the stairs. Oh. Fell off a little bit there. Hold on. Uh-oh. Good night, sweet prince. Man, the volume is really having a hard time on this one. This sucks without sparks. Man, the struggle is real on this volume. I am sorry. Tornado warning. What's worse, the warning or the watch? Hold on. Let me just go look if I'm about to die or not. No funnel cloud. Hey. If a tornado kills me on stream, that might be one way to be famous. The struggle to get over to this side is real. I don't know if I can. What's wrong? Really want to get 10 points in each stat. I'm working on Vigor, Mind, Dex, Arcane, and Endurance. Why those ones? Certain weapon or spell you're going for? Four dragons rescued already. Nice, nice. Without Sparks here, you might have a legit chance. I think I'm just turning the volume off. Be a silent stream. Oh, this is brutal for me. I'm watching the volume on the stream too. It's not great. Just turn it way down so you don't even know it's there. I'll just keep talking loudly, and that'll solve all the problems. I should save. I hope Crash and the other games have a better volume. Stuff going on. Oops. Got a little hung up there. Cheers. Cane helps the bleed and poison. I'm using the charm to increase weight so I can bump it up. So I can ditch the charm. Just need the FP so you can abuse skills. More HP because I suck and die a lot. That'll happen. That'll happen. Don't feel bad. We all suck. Dude, what the hell? Why do I not remember how to do this? You want to spend 100% in the beginning now? Nice. Dude, if I cannot figure out this cliff. There's no back way. There's no breakable walls in this game. What the fuck? Can't fall in through the roof. No particular corner edge that's closer than the other. Right? There's no way around here. What the hell? Even at the top of my jump, it already doesn't look high enough. Okay, I'm almost about to give up. Metalhead. Michael Payne, what's up, buddy? Thank you for the like. How are you doing? Good to see you. Cheers. Thank you very much. Morning, good chap. How are you doing? What's new? What's good? I'm trying to skip around and see how this guy does this, but I'm not seeing it. He just never goes there. What? Paul, hey, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for the like. Cheers as well. What's going on? What's good? I feel quite confused by this video where this guy's completing it, but he's not getting these last three. That's it. I'm gonna watch this one. Wow, he just does what I've been trying to do this whole time, but can't. So he goes from like here to the corner. It's just seemingly unreachable. Let's watch that one more time. Okay. Maybe not the corner. Like right here. Holy shit, I made it. I have failed so many times to do that. Huge cheers. But how's everyone doing? Paul? Michael? What's good? What's going on? I just got a tornado warning on my phone, so if the stream suddenly turns off, I might be dead. I can't guarantee anything. Cheers. William, where are you at now? How many worlds have you got complete? It's only like 5 minutes a world. Ryan, where are you in the game? Like, if you were about to continue playing Elden Ring, where would you be at? Don't worry. I will get through this loading screen. William, this is also your benefit. Is every loading screen and dragon is horribly slow. It's taking me about 5 times the amount of time it does you to get through these. What did he just say? Did he say I barely had a chance to take a leak? I read I barely had a chance, and then I missed a couple words in the last one, leak. And my mind immediately went to, he didn't have enough time to go to the bathroom. Do love the Dreamweavers. These are one of the best ones. And the snowfields. Oh, that's right. Just got the death root from the guy in the boot. And the deathbed was close by. Okay, nice, nice. Very nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was like the bane of my existence for so long, this stream. I literally had to watch somebody else do the thing I've been trying to do. To see them do it, just so I had enough confidence to know I was doing the right thing, just failing at it miserably. I hate when I barely have time to take a leak. Upsets my whole day. Yeah, no kidding. When you're just stuck with it. Just gotta carry that thing around. 8 dragons down and Stone Hills it is. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Oh. Oh! Oh, it is so funny. I forgot that they sit there and make that noise. The wisps are pissing you off. They take so long. I did a pretty good job. I thought of nailing them down and whatnot, but there was a couple locations that I had to go through each spot one by one, because I would go to a spot, it would do the animation, I picked it up, and then I'd go back later to find that it was still there. So I didn't know what was missing, because I was like, I'm pretty sure I got all these. One would be missing. Lo and behold, it's still there when I go back. It sucked. Like the mountainous region or whatever, up towards the top in the snow, there was one, like the very northern peak one. And that one I got for sure. Well, when I went back, still there. I was real irritated because I spent so much time on that. But it's worth it at the end. Well, let's see if I've got enough to move on already. Nice job. Collecting so much stolen treasure, but beware, Spyro, Gnasty's world is not the most friendly of places. So I can already go to the end. If it was purely a race to the end, just to beat Gnasty Gnorc, you could do that so fast. But it seems like I don't know what the prereq is to move to each world, because I just 100% everything. But I know one was, he commented on how many dragon eggs I had. One, how many dragons I freed. Another, just now, treasure. So I don't know exactly what the prereqs are. Okay.
Hello, Spyro. Nicely done. I'll be done when I've toasted that nasty Gnorc.
61. 61, William. Honestly, there's like 5 or 6 per level. So that number goes up pretty quick. Maybe it's not quite 5 or 6, but there's a lot. Looking for the key in Stonehill currently. Do you know where it is? I'll tell you. But if you don't want to know, I'll keep it to myself. It's kind of hidden. It's kind of hidden. I mean, you'll find it eventually, but... Wait, I'm in a race with you. Why would I help you? And I already said I would, so I guess I'm stuck. No clue. Well, if you say you want the help on it, I'll help you. But I need to hear you say it. I won't spoil it otherwise. Like, I think of doing a SNES game on Switch. That could be fun. What game would you do? feel like there's some botcheries in there. Also, I felt like I could hear different audio at the same time coming through. Did you just say to me, yes, SNES is short for Super Nintendo? Why would you say that? Why would you talk down to me in that way? I see what game you'd play, not what it was short for. You are talking this crap to me? What the hell? It's rude as hell. No clue, go on then? Okay. So the thing you're looking for is on the beach just behind the home world portal. So if you take the portal towards the homeworld, just jump over the cliff. There'll be a small beach for you. Used to be able to supercharge. Also, what treasure chest was I missing? I know I was missing one. What the hell? Not sure what. Have to see what games they have. They have the same games. I'm talking to you the way you just talked to me. They have the same games they've had the last 40 years. Couldn't help it. Just looking at playing it, and I still love you. Well, thank you. Oh, damn. This has been a botch. Found it, forgot it was there. That's an easy one to miss. So don't feel bad. I've spent a long time on that particular level before looking for one piece of treasure that was just sitting on the ground that I missed. There we go. All the treasure chests this time. 300 gems and 8 dragons down. 8 dragons in that first level is pretty good. It's a good haul. Oh, shit. I was trying to watch it through the stream because it's a little flatter of a screen, less stretched out. But it was choppy on the stream a little bit compared to real life, so I had to keep switching back and forth. Finally did it. Did it in pretty good time today, too. They're not the same. They are only selected games, like Kirby's Ghost Trap isn't on it. Oh, yeah, that's on Switch, you're right. You bitch. Okay, we're moving ahead. There's only a few Super Nintendo games that I truly enjoy. That's Donkey Kong Country and Super Mario World. Ooh, Haunted Towers. All right. I love this one. Cheers. That's it. Kiss me. Okay. Now that's how to be fun. Let's see how far we can get. Nope, that was a big mistake. Okay, everything before the bridge. That's not bad. That's not bad. Off to Dark Hollow we go. Dark Hollow's a good one. Did you do, what was the other one? Town Square, something like that? I did see that treasure chest, for the record. But I'll come back. I don't know if I can get all those things in one. Oh, I guess I did. Is there anything up here I had to get to? At least the music's working fine for this level. I feel like I remember Metalhead, the music not working so well. But I did get my microfiber cloths today. Very excited about that. So I can clean off all the fingerprints and dust or whatever that's on these discs that's also making it hard to read.
See what it can do to your power of flame.
This is also one of the levels that took me years to figure out how to beat. Because there's a tricky little thing you gotta do that I just could not figure out for a very long time. And there was no internet back in my day to YouTube it. There was no real website besides GameFAQs, which I don't know if it existed straight up when this game came out. It was like years later. So,
Hold your horns. Here
took some
comes
time.
Spyro.
Took some time.
You'll soon have the opportunity to
Cheers.
battle what who matters most, Gnasty Gnorc.
Not yet. Okay. You son of a bitch. Ten dragons rescued so fat. Just getting fired. I know. I had to. It was so good. There are some chunky dragons you gotta get along the way. Okay, now I'm gonna have to try to remember how to do this. This was the only thing I couldn't figure out as a kid. The only world I couldn't 100%. And you can hear the warp thing, whirlpool there, so I knew it was something around here, but I didn't know what. And this is all it is. Just rope it around there and get up here. But not remembering how to open that chest. Thank you. No. There's a trap door to get back in. For some reason I thought there was a whirligig to go up to the top of those stairs. What happens is you have to climb those stairs faster than the witch can enchant the armor. And then you have to burn them all on your way down. At least I did this flawlessly the first time. Oh my god. No! Oh, she won. It's a hard race. It's a hard race. 12 Dragos found. 2 worlds, 100 plus, the beginning. Okay, okay. When you count that home world, it's like 3 worlds. Yeah, that's doomed. Dang. Yeah! lasting a really long time. Is her kiss permanent? You better get another one. Oh, I can't? Is this glitched or is it meant to be this way? Yeah, take it or leave it. Let's take it. Ooh, Levon, thank you very much for the like. Appreciate you. How are you doing? Complete. Let's go. Town Square. Oh shit, you're catching up. Cheers. What I will say, I think it needed to be reset, is that these loading screens are generally, not always, generally, and the dragons especially, going a lot faster than yesterday. It could also be where in the disc we are. That's the culprit for the speed up. But I will say Metalhead, that level, the volume was completely terrible. Dark Passage. This one's pretty good. I like this one. I think it's the one with all the evil cupids. I think there's one or two levels with some evil cupids, but this one's got a lot. And the dogs and the turtles. Kind of looks like those dogs have one eye, but then as I look closer, it just looks like their eyes were just right next to each other. I know the volume's working. Actually, we can turn it up a little bit.
Enemies here can be quite frightening, but you should watch the fools.
We're gonna be quite
I'm gonna
frightening.
flame the fools.
Now you're thinking.
Flame the fools. I remember when I first heard that they were called fools. I thought it was so funny. Oh, evil cupids can't be charged. Okay. Well, the bigger ones definitely have two eyes. It really looks like one eye.
Thank you for releasing me.
Thank you for releasing me. I'm gonna drink for every time one of those guys say, just thank you for releasing me. Generic line. They couldn't think of what to do for audio. For lines, I guess, whatever. Let's give myself sparks back. Thunderstorms there for the next 3 days. Yeah, we got a lot of storms here. Especially the tornado warning that just came up on my phone 20-30 minutes ago. But it's a warning, not a watch, right? So it's not as bad, I think. I don't remember which way it goes, but I'm pretty sure the watch is like, watch out, it's literally here. Warning's just like, it could happen. If I remember right. Oh, well, we're doomed. Cheers. Roll.
be the dragon to defeat Gnasty Gnorc.
That's me, all right.
That's me, all right. I am the dragon. Well, that's great, not being able to see where I'm going. Glad I didn't die. Kind of thought it would just fix itself. Not sure what's up this. We're gonna check this first. Just the way back. Okay. See that smooth snag? Cheers, everybody.
Thanks, Spyro. I'd love to help you catch
Apara?
Gnasty, but I'd really
Apparently,
hate to be
he won't
trapped
help
in
me?
Crystal again.
Don't worry. The only one who's gonna be trapped is him.
Ooh, big words from the purple dragon. And I knew I fucked that up before I even started to glide. Cheers. Trying to be too smooth. Obasi
Thank you
for releasing me. Excuse me. Excuse me. That's two. That's two in this level. Ooh, 100% 4 levels, 2 dragons, 2 dragon eggs, 15 dragons. Sheesh. Alright, 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 alright. I have to step it up here. I'm getting towards the end of the magic crafters. We've got 2 more to do. The boss and 1 more level. The level before the boss I'm very excited for. I like it a lot. It's the one with all the guys on the balloons going up and down. I love it. I think it's such a cool level. And we gotta take on Jaco. Look, I ain't French. I don't know how to say it. Jaquan. Lofty Castle. Off to Toasty now. Good luck. Hey, let me know if you get toasty in your first life. If you coasty through that one. Or if the dogs get you. Toasty's not bad. It's those dang dogs. The flying pigs. That squawk. Super hilarious. There they are. Taking a lot more hits than I should here. Should probably be using this camera rotate option, but they're backwards. Right goes left and left goes right. I was gonna botch that, I had to bail. Okay, so when he comes down, we go. Okay, well it didn't matter.
Fairies are always on your side, Spyro.
That's right. Spyro the Fairy King. Oh. Nope, not what I thought. Not what I thought again. Goddamn dogs. Haha. Alright. Good to know it's not just me. Those dogs are a real menace. Voice crack. They're a real menace. I'll wait for him to get that butterfly. I'm not picking up my own jewels. My own gems. I ain't doing it. Cheers.
Thank you for releasing me.
That's another drink. Thank you for releasing me. No problem, Dick. just so mean to you. Can say nice things. Like, advice. Instead of just this thank you crap. What is that? I feel like the one dragon in Wizard Peaks actually does something by... Oh, shit. By telling you that, oh, shit. The 5 stones need to be stepped on by the waterfall in the first area, first homeworld. I'm just so used to doing that from Spyro 2 and 3, where you kill them and sometimes you get an extra life. I have no reason to do it in this one. Killed him, nice. Usually takes me 2 lives to get through that. Oh, close, but no cigar. 2 lives because the dogs end up killing me. And I don't believe there is a single butterfly you can get on that level. At least not in the original, I don't think. So, like, it's just barren. It's a super short level. Shouldn't be hard at all, but... damn if they don't make it hard with that double kill you gotta get, or the double burn you gotta get on the dogs. Need to do that. Might leave it though. Challenge levels can be done later. They can, but then you've got to travel back, you know? So that just slows you down. Best to do them while you're right there. Complete all 6 and then you never have to backtrack. I've got a speedrunner's mind. Kind of. I watched someone, TikTok quick, earlier today of somebody speedrunning through a level in Halo 2. And the guy had, it was kind of upsetting to watch, a rocket launcher and the energy sword. And he was able to swing the energy sword at an enemy from a quarter mile away and switch to his rocket launcher and he would teleport straight across. Not teleport, but like float there at a very high speed. No. And I'm watching this and it just enraged me. I don't think speedrunning where you're using exploits and things in the game that weren't meant to be part of the game isn't real speedrunning. Sure, you're beating it in a crazy amount of time, breaking the game essentially. I watch developers watch speedruns and they're like, yeah, people aren't meant to do that. Didn't know that was possible. That's crazy. So I don't know. I feel like that hurts the art. Boom. Hopping off, it's late. You're just gonna let me win, William? You're just gonna submit? 10,000 treasure, by the way. That's a cheers. Well, I totally get it if you gotta get some sleep to get up for work the next day or something, but if you're just gonna let me win with this crackerjack 20-plus-year-old game that's scratched up, oop, please don't freeze. And you know, I can't stop you. I got time. You'll be busy with Crash tomorrow. I'll be spending a lot of time on Crash. That's gonna be a long playthrough, methinks. That's what they sound like. It is what it is. Going to Jacques. I really don't know how to do this. Can't do French accents, even though I work for a French company. Nobody talks to me in French. Even if they did, I wouldn't know what they're saying. I know we and we. Only because they're funny. Okay. I get it. Dang it! Tried so long to get those two lined up, only to botch it entirely. Fucking slug cow things. Fucking just scoop me up. Ooh, Ryan just hit 5 million runes? Hell yeah, I'll choose that. Just after I get through this time thing. Ooh, that was close. Alright, cheers. Congratulations, buddy. How far you off from beating this one, you reckon? How far are you off from beating this? Okay. If you worded that just slightly different, I don't know if I could respond. Let's see.
Thank you for releasing me.
After I beat this world, I'm on a Gnasty Gnorc's world. There's 3 worlds there. And his horde, which I'll be able to get straight to. Each world is approximately 5 to 6 minutes each. I'd say I'll beat this. Didn't mean to do that.
Thank you for releasing me.
Probably by 8:40. So about an hour. I'd say an hour would be like if I die a few times, I struggle somewhere, the game freezes it all. But if I have 0 issues and just fucking annihilate my way through, it'll be less than an hour. But if I keep struggling like this, cheers. Let's just say this, if I keep struggling like this, I'm gonna need more beer. Looks amazing. You're saying, but it's for its age, it actually holds up. Yeah, honestly, these games, in my opinion, hold up super well. I love these games, you know. Kayla, thank you for the like. Appreciate you. Which is why a Spyro 4, and pretending that the other ones don't exist, actually makes a lot of sense. It's totally possible. Kayla, I'll choose you in a second. Kayla, thank you for that like. Also, I died. And the games get better, you know, as you go along. Like, first game lacked a lot of cutscenes, a lot of story. It was simply one goal. Here's all it is. Each world is just.
Beer mug.
Oh, thank you. Hell yeah. Appreciate the 100 stars, Kayla. And the beer mug. Fuck yeah. Cheers. But yeah, holds up super well. Second game, you know, you start seeing a lot more cutscenes, a lot more story. There's like a point to every world. You know, you've got to collect the talismans. Son of a bitch, I've lost 5 lives here. Can I do this? Is this not makeable? Because I'm so close. The floor is lava before the game even existed. That's what this feels like. Did I miss something back here? Like, can I get back to the map? I thought I could, but I didn't see anything. All my lives! Good thing I have a lot. My soul is slowly dying. Samuel, thank you for that like. I'm about to like quit and restart the level. This is how you prevent losing lives. If you're about to fall, you just start exit. Hate to teach you guys the schemey way to get around things, but this is it. This is the scum's guide to winning Spyro. Was the key back there? Did I grab the key? The key was back there. I have to do that again, don't I? Samuel, thank you for the share as well. Hell yeah, you're a boss. You... Couple cheers, buddy. God damn it. Camera angles here. Don't worry, Sam. I'm not forgetting about you. Well, maybe. Just kidding. Sam, thank you for the like and share. Cheers, cheers. You know, so far, slower night than last night. We had double the people last night. It was actually one of the smallest streams I've seen in a long time. No surprise. Spyro's no Elden Ring, but you know, it's a classic. As far as interaction, we had just a shit ton though. Oh, the key's right here. Thank God. I thought I was about to not make that, and I was about to be real upset. You know how it is. It's Elden Ring all over. The amount of deaths, I know. It really felt like it. I was having flashbacks, nightmares, if you will. We love the purple dragon, that's why. Hell yeah. Well, you know... I get some analytics on my demographic, and it's mostly people our age. A lot of guys, 18 to 25, 25 to 34. It's like 90% of the people come in here, and that's exactly the people who would know Spyro and a lot of these classics. I just fuck up that present. Dude's like the Joker. Except for he takes only one hit. Jakku? No, just kidding, he takes a couple hits, but he doesn't drop treasure until the end. Jakku Kastal. And like the bosses, like this guy and all the others are like kind of lackluster and everything. Like the difference between this game and the second game are immense. Like they build on this so well. They do such a good job of moving from Spyro 1 to Spyro 2, Spyro 2 to Spyro 3, Spyro 3 to Spyro 4. New studio takes over. It's terrible. Alright, kids. It's not the right way to do it. I'm alone here, so I didn't cover. But you want to cover with your elbow and sneeze into that. For all you people who just do what I did. Around people, though. Can't do that. Can't do that. You spread your sneezes. If you sneeze, it goes like... I think if you're like just talking, your breath goes like 6 feet. But if you sneeze, it's like a lot further. Can't remember how far it goes. Amos. Let's go to Gnasty Gnorc's homo. Might get a Spyro cake for my 28th birthday. It'd be the big... I'd be the biggest kid ever. I don't think that'd be such a bad thing. I actually have... It's just sitting right over here. Let me show it. This thing is, in my opinion, sick. I couldn't help but to get it. I found it on Amazon. It really wasn't that expensive. I had a nerd moment. Oh my, and you know, nostalgia, a kid moment. I had to do it. So I got this blanket. It's rather large, so it's kind of hard to show. But it's a blanket of the original cover art for the first game. Kind of hilarious. I saw it was a thing, and I was like, how much could it be? Not expensive. Not expensive at all. Very nice blanket, very comfortable, very soft. And they had it for like a bunch of different games. I think you could get like an original Charizard card on there if you wanted. Like, they would print whatever the hell you wanted, and it came out great looking, first of all. First of all, looks fantastic. Secondly, super comfortable, super soft. It's an absolute gem. I feel no remorse. Oh my god, you should wear it every time you play Spyro. Just put it around like a cape, tie it.
You're in Gnasty's world now, Spyro.
So if you get a cake with Spyro on it, don't feel that bad. I got a blanket.
I'm ready.
Reach the exit in each of Gnasty's lands. Then you can challenge the Gnorc.
And for me, it's like, I like that old 90s art style. You know? The art style you see in the covers and backs of PlayStation 1 games and whatnot. That's what I grew up with. So I love that art style and going back and seeing that stuff. So I would put posters all over this office studio area and decorate it with just old school PS1 stuff. Ooh, excuse me. If I could. I don't know if it's just the nostalgia kick or what, but I love it. So in the last 4 worlds now, and the last one's kind of just a bonus. It's really like 3 worlds. This one it gets real because everyone has guns. And I got barrels in this one, but guns in the next one. You know, to be fair, I nerd out on Rick and Morty stuff, wanted to get a 3D printed portal gun. Oh, that'd be sick. I don't blame you. Rick and Morty's awesome. I just rewatched one episode the other day just to watch one. And the one I thought of that was the most funny, just because I've had friends quote it so much, that I had to see, was the dragon one. Morty gets a dragon. I just think it's so funny. With the wizard, the soul bonding. If you've seen it, you've seen it. It doesn't sound bad, from what I'm saying. But if you've seen it, it's pretty bad. It's some classic Rick and Morty. I had every episode to watch before I fell asleep, and I'm like, man, what do I watch? The dragon one. I couldn't help it. It's so good. Rick and Morty stuff is just fantastic. 90s art, 90s clothing, 80s, 90s music, all that shit is great. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. I do like a lot of 80s music too. I'd be shaking in my boots if I were him. Some of these dragons I could, dragons I could quote before they even say their stuff, or it'd be really close to the quote. Like that shaking in his boots thing, I've known that for years. Because as a kid I was like, yeah, shaking your boots, you know, you feel like some level of confidence. Hearing him say such a cool pump-up statement. Need to have a wardrobe clear out soon. I need to make some space for the new clothing. You ever seen that? I don't know if they have it in the UK. They have it in the US, where like every month, it's like a subscription-based service. Every month they send you new clothes, but they're like pretty nice clothes, pretty new clothes, comfortable clothes, new shoes, sometimes depending on the one you get. I've known a few friends who have done it, and they absolutely loved it, you know. To me, I'm like, well, I'll wear the same pair of clothes for years. To be honest, like, my wardrobe is, when I go to work, I'm wearing dress clothes. I have to wear dress clothes for work. For the stream, I'm wearing my branded stuff. That's all I'm ever gonna wear on the stream. And like, maybe on the weekends I'll wear something a little bit different, but I really just like wearing my branded stuff. So I don't see there's much of a point in me getting too many different types of things, too many different clothes. All of the Black Ram GX clothes, they're all awesome. All awesome, and they make me feel good. I like seeing this shit on my clothes.
By such a little dragon. What I mean is, I always believed in you, Spyro.
And when I see a friend or somebody I know who's wearing it too, makes me feel even better. You know? Great. Most of the dragons repeat each other, to be fair. I feel like a lot say, well, the only ones that truly repeat each other are the thank you for releasing me's. Other than that, they don't repeat themselves really. But a lot of their statements and dialogue is very short. But this was a very early PS1 game. This is one of the first ones that wasn't a tall case. And they did away with the tall cases in like the first 6 months, maybe. If not, it was the first year, but it was pretty quick. Which I only have one tall case to my name. And it's the very first Resident Evil, which I bought last year for the 25th anniversary. I got it with the original game guide, and it's not in perfect shape, but it's as damn close to perfect shape as you could expect from a 25-year-old at the time, but 26-year-old game guide. I'll never say live on stream because I mostly don't remember how much I paid for that thing. It's a number I'd like to never repeat. You know, retro games that are complete, perfect, not perfect, but you know, at least complete and working, original, completely original, case, guide, disc, and it works and everything. They're hard to find. There's just not a lot of them, and not a lot of people selling them, so the price is insane. Selling shirts that are not getting around to it. You know, okay. So here's how it works. I had a store we were working on, but I was not happy with the quality at all. Did not like them. So I canceled the store. What I do is I do have a different store where basically whatever you want. Whatever you're looking for, if you want a sweater, if you want a shirt like this, the three-quarter sleeve, the long sleeve with the hoodies that I wear, the t-shirts, which the long sleeve with the hoodies I wear are very hard to get because they're always sold out. But whatever you're looking for, I can get you one. Your size, custom, but I will be completely fair up front. And I've had people on here buy them, but they're not the cheapest thing in the world. To be completely upfront. That's not by design. I'll basically make nothing on it. I'm just happy that people wear some Black Ram GX design stuff. But what I can say is that it's going to be very comfortable stuff. I can put that on there, that it will be good quality. Most of the shirts I've been wearing, I've had for over a year, and the logo and everything is still looking real good on them. And I keep wearing these because they're so comfortable. So that's what I can say. But they're not super cheap. Not even for me. So I make nothing on it. Hold on. I'm a little behind you. They actually got a Rick onesie I'm gonna take to the festival I'm going to. Oh, that's awesome. A Rick onesie. Everyone knows Rick and Morty too. It's like culture now. Oh, no, no, no. Damn it. Game guides are a luxury now. Never get them with games anymore. No. You absolutely do not. And it kind of sucks. But, what can you do? That's kind of how it is. Sam, holy shit, thank you for the like. How are you doing? Cheers. Appreciate you. Does it ship globally? Probably. If not, I could get it shipped to me and then reship it back out to you. So if you are interested, send my page a message. I'll talk over the details with you and try to get something sent out to you. Just let me know. I'll work on it. Alright? I'm about to blow $150 on a t-shirt and jacket, so money-wise, it doesn't worry me. Okay. I don't know what the exact cost changeover is, exactly how it all works. But, $150 sounds like a lot. Sounds like a lot more than what this. I think, isn't like pounds and all that worth more than the dollar? I don't quite remember. Surprised you're not burning up on the long sleeve. I was wearing my long sleeve yesterday. I wear that long sleeve all the time though. So long as I'm not gonna be sweating it out in it. Oops. Oops, double oops. Hey, Zach, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, as long as I'm not gonna be sweating it out too bad on that long sleeve, I'm wearing it. I love it. It's just so comfortable. And I like the hoodie on it. It's a good shirt. How you doing, Zach? What's good? What's going on? What's happening? I'm trying to track down this last one. Must be a yellow. Not again. It's a pretty straightforward level. It's got to be around here somewhere. This is the first time I've had to really scour the map for one gem. I'll unbox you either next payday or the one after. Get paid. Ooh, shit. Fortnightly now instead of monthly, so I'll get in touch about a defo. Oh, hell yeah. Appreciate that, buddy. I'll get you something good. If you want the stuff I wear, I'll just look at that and... I don't know if I can just send you a link and then you just grab it. Doesn't go through me at all or what? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Zach, how's the Purple Dragon treating you? About to fire up Rocket League to grind out those season rewards? Nice. The Rocket Pass or whatever? How far are you on it? And I think I saw it. Was it that game or another game? They extended it to like 200 levels instead of 1. It was like 215 or something. Is the Rocket Pass super long now, or how's that going? Also, Purple Dragon treating me pretty well. I only had significant issue today on 2 levels. Didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. Metalhead, the boss in the Beast World, because I couldn't reach certain thing. Hold on. I want to replay this guy.
Hey, didn't I already free you?
You're in Gnasty's world now, Spyro.
Just ignores you.
Are the dragon who must defeat him.
Bring him on. I'm ready.
Reach the exit in each of Gnasty's lands. Then you can challenge the Gnorc himself.
I had an idea for a clip to do, so I had to do that. Wait, what the shit? Oh! So the whole game, I'm doing this exit world thing. This is the only place where you have to go through the portals to progress to the next one, the end portals. So I'm just gonna breeze through this shit. Damn it, mistake. I got cash saved, but that's for the festival. Ah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. And you've got all these clothes you're already getting, so hey, that's all right. Yeah, it's super now to get every painted item. Ooh, I'm making mistakes. I'm doing a lot of reading in Gnasty's world. Can't do that. What is with this rat? To get every painted item, it's around 240 levels. That's insane. But they have so many different versions, like every color of every item, right? But the, like the really, really, really good stuff, you gotta go all the way to the end. Kind of sucks. Metalhead is one of my favorites. Treetops too. I do really like Treetops. Beat that today too. I was like at the start of the stream. Metalhead, my audio for this disc was not good. I had some serious issues. God damn it. Cheers. Treetops was really hard, but you know that the supercharges you have to do to get to the 2 top points, I somehow mastered those. I just knocked them out of the park. Normally I have issues with at least one of them. The only issue I had is that the one where the world portal is right above it, the home portal, I accidentally went past it and then I had to do it again. It's the only problem I had. But Metalhead, yeah, it was just that the volume was wonky as hell. God damn it. I'm having some struggles here trying to rush through. Yeah, whatever. But we're super close to the end here in only 2 days. So that's awesome. I mean, I just know these games so well. You thought 200 was bad in Fortnite. Is Fortnite 200 now? I know, like, Apex, I used to play a shit ton of that, right? And you could get to the end of it in about 2/3 of a season if you were working full-time. If you weren't, you could beat it in about a quarter of a season. Not even that. So I guess they're like, well, we gotta retain people better, so let's up the levels or something? Something along those lines. No time, sorry. You get to leave. May fall asleep, gonna try to stay awake though. I'm not far from the end, but if you do fall asleep, I don't blame you. I'm gonna guess Ryan Montgomery fell asleep. Because he said he did yesterday. And he hasn't been talking in a while. So Ryan, if you're out there, prove me wrong. I'll take a drink if you are. Yeah, to get all the colors. Yeah, I'll blame Epic. Oh, I guess it is Epic on both right now. So this is the one with all the guns. A lot of guns here. Plus every level is predetermined and the same item for everyone. Ah, that's boring. Oh, Ryan's here. Shit. Shit. Cheers. You remember all the kids' games we grew up with all the guns? What happened to that? Oh wait, they still have that. But now we shoot at each other. No, but I was thinking about how funny it is that all these kids' games we used to play. So, you know, Spyro's E for everyone. Tons of these Gnorc dudes shooting at you with guns and grenades. Ape Escape. Apes with machine guns and Uzis. And with glasses on. They look super cool. Damn it, I'm dead again. Just getting fucked. Hey, Zach, while you're here, if you haven't already, be sure to drop a like quick. Every little like helps out a ton, so if you ever stop by, please drop one of those. Hell yeah. And I'll always cheers you. Cheers. Drinking my John Deere Bush while there's still John Deere Bush. Oh, they do shoot goo in the reignited one. It's definitely bullets in this one. It's funny how things slightly get changed over time. I forgot that it was goo. Used to be a South Park FPS game on N64. I did try playing Zach, actually. Was hanging out with him on the weekend here. Oh, that was a good toss. And he had all these N64 games. One of the coolest things I've ever seen. And I've tried to find that, by the way, and I can't find the exact version of what you had. Because I looked for it like as soon as I got home on Sunday. But they had several South Park games. I tried one, and it was the chef's Love Shack game or whatever, and it's basically a trivia game. With a bunch of mini games. It was not good, but it was funny at least. A really dirty game for N64. Trying to think what other kids games I played that definitely had guns. I mean, I played a lot of mature ones like Resident Evil that had guns. I don't think Crash did it all. Maybe.
Be on the lookout
Cheers.
for Gnorc Commandos, Spyro.
They better be on the lookout for me.
If you notice, in the 5 homeworld areas beforehand, all the dragons kind of have a look, they have a type. And then by Gnasty Gnorc, there's a mix of them all. Oh, shenanigans. Pinstripe shoots you. It's funny. Conker's Bad Fur Day was good. You know, I played... Man, what was it on? Was it on Switch? Or something? Because Nintendo Switch has, that thing I was talking about the other day, where you pay like $12, and it gives you a handful of N64 games, and I think Conker's Bad Fur Day is one of them. Or somehow I was playing it, I don't remember. And I didn't realize how bad that game was. It's bad, and it's hilarious. You tried Arma yet? I have not. Pretty much what you see on stream is what I've had time for. I didn't even download the, whatchamacallit. The trial. I want to try it, I just haven't taken the time. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! The wall's just slightly too high. God damn. It was on N64. Yeah, you're right. N64 did have some dirty games. I guess more than you would have thought. You know? EverDrive is currently out of stock. I can post a link here, or you just want me to message it. If you want to just message it to me, I'll grab one as soon as I can. Shit nasty. I saw there was some on Amazon, EverDrive 64, but they were like square or rectangular, rectangular and whatnot, and they just didn't look right. They didn't have like a old cartridge like you want. Fart nuggets. I'm struggling with this. I'm having a little bit of a struggle bus today. It happens. Did you get it on Amazon, or where'd you get it? Shadow Man was one of the most challenging games on N64 and PlayStation. I've never heard of Shadow Man. What is that one? There's a lot of games I didn't know. Fuck. Okay, maybe I just need to stop being turbocharged and just jump off the cliff. Because my selection was literally down to what my parents were willing to buy me at the time. Every so often, you get a good game. You know, they preferred, at least my mom did, the kid-friendly games, for sure. Dang it, there's the extra life. I knew he was there. But that didn't mean I didn't get Resident Evil and stuff. You know what I had to do? When I got Resident Evil, I had to say, well, I played it at my brother's. He was, by the time I can remember, he was already moved out of the house. Yeah, I'm the youngest of 6. Yeah, well, that's not gonna work. I'm like, oh, I played it at Michael's, so I've already seen it, so you might as well just buy it. And that's how I got Resident Evil. And some of my other games is like, oh, I played it at a friend's house, so you know, I've already seen the worst. What's the point of holding out on me? And it worked. God damn it! I am struggle busting so bad. Okay, every time I fail, I'm gonna take a drink. Which, to fulfill that order, I'm going to have to probably grab another beer. Action Adventure Very Dark Game Remastered for PC. That's what I love, is all these games are getting remastered. Like, I know in Hollywood, everyone's like, oh my god, come up with a new idea for movies, and they do. But they remaster a lot of classics and bring those movies back to life. And to be honest, I kind of love it. Alright, I got it. I stopped fucking around. I was trying to get that extra life and the gems, you know? Now, if I get to the end and I'm not missing a gem, that'll be a friggin' miracle. If you'd like it, check out some YouTube videos for it. Alright, it's just called Shadow Man. You know what I always thought was a classic that I've never played, but I'm honestly a little scared to play? Because I know I'd be bad at it and probably wouldn't have the attention span to play it that long. Pepsi Man. And for some reason, it's like a cult classic. I did it. I've 100%ed her. Alright. When I get out, I'm going to save on the dragon because I do not trust this game to sit on its own. It's real bad. You got a modded PS1 or you just playing an emulator? This is my original PS1. I cleaned it out. Refurbished it, which technically by the term of refurbished, I did. I didn't swap any parts, but it's technically refurbishing. Since Ryan called me out as it wasn't refurbishment, but I googled it. And this is my original disc on the original PlayStation. And, I mean, I'll show you the case. Here is the case. You can see... Let me open it here. Hopefully it doesn't fall apart when I do. You can see a lot of cracks in here and everything. Clearly stepped on. A lot of smudges and shit that you can't really see too well. But no guide. I fucked this thing up bad, and it works. I mean, I'm able to play through the whole game right now. So the audio's bad and everything. So it's not an emulator, although it would work a lot better if it was. And it's not a modded PS1. I tried looking up how you get those. I have no idea how you get those or how to do it. I think it'd be cool. I think I would buy a whole separate PS1. Keep the my original one as it is, perfect, original, working, and buy a separate one and mod it if I knew how. No idea how. But excuse me, give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. I gotta get another drink here so I can continue to cheers you guys when you guys drop your likes, your shares, your follows, your comments, all that great stuff. And as I keep dying, because I'm dying a lot here. So, Gnasty Gnorc is next. Do not miss it. I'll be right back. Bum, 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 bum. I'm back. Hello, everybody. Let's see. It's real bad. Yeah, this game's got some audio issues and it's a little slow, but it works. It works. I definitely have an emulator on my computer and on my phone. The one on your phone works great. As long as you're not doing anything that requires a lot of rapid movement. Or if it does, just having a controller. I think you can Bluetooth the PlayStation controller or an Xbox controller or something to it. I don't know how. Where there's a will, there's a way. I think you need to stand. If you watch a lot of more mobile streamers, there's a lot of guys who are playing games on their phone with like crazy setups. I don't even know how you stream your phone to here, but people have figured it out. Alright, this time I got him. Now that I got all the jewels, gems. Shoot. Dang it. Alright, I'll take a drink for every fail. Alright, that start was just atrocious. But I got him. I got him. I'm coming, Gnasty Gnorc. Oh, that's right. There's another guy to chase first. You know, some of these levels, like this one, the audio works real well on. And everything. I don't feel as bad. I'm just gonna run back real quick, make sure I didn't miss any gems on those quick turns. Aha! Okay. And now we'll finish the route and get after him. Honestly, he is super hard to track down. You literally need to flame him, what, twice? He's one of the easiest bosses in the game, and they're all easy. But he's so fast. He's an Olympic sprinter. So, being that that's how it is the first time, we really focus on getting all the gems. Plus, I don't think you really get them until the end. Oh. Well, that was a mistake. That was not intended to happen. Cheers. Making some real amateur mistakes here. Okay, you got away from me one time. Cheers. Oh, the angle was off. Got him. Now, speaking of the emulator thing, I've thought about just playing these games on the emulator, but there's something just more sweet about doing it for real. Also, I feel like every time I've seen a streamer or a YouTuber playing an emulator, they're real shady about what they're playing on. Like, oh, it's definitely the real game. Looks left and right. So I don't know what the things are about playing on an emulator. I guess if I was, I'd have to sit here and pretend I'm not. But I definitely am playing on the real thing, and that's why it's literally laggy as hell. And choppy and, you know, a lot of stuff. Oh, if you own the physical game, you're good to use the emulator. Oh, that's true, that's true. Actually, now that you say that, I remember that. So yeah. True point. I could do it. I don't think I'd play anything that I don't physically own anyway, because what I physically own is what's nostalgic to me and what I want to play. Like, so last weekend when me and Zach were hanging out, we were playing a bunch of nostalgic old N64 games, and then I tried a few games that I had never played before, and to be honest, a lot of them I was like, eh, trash, trash, trash. We just kept jumping through games we didn't really want to play that much, that weren't nostalgic to us.
Sorry I took so long. I kind of forgot about you.
What about Gnasty Gnorc?
Gnasty Gnorc.
His toast.
So now there's order again in the Dragon Kingdom?
Well, mostly. I've still got some treasure to pick up.
What will you do next?
Not really.
I'd say the sky's the limit.
John Fiordi, Dan Johnson, Jared Hardy, Alex Hastings. I love to have my name on this. Like, okay, guys, cool party trick. We're gonna beat all of Spyro 1 tonight. Oh, do you see any names you recognize? I would do that every time. Every person I meet. So, okay, I brought my PlayStation 1 here. We're gonna do something crazy. Oh, you built this? Oh, yes, yes I did. Yes, actually. Oh, this is all me. I would pull that shit every single time. Alright, skip. Skip! 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 Alright, we can't skip. Back in the day, these guys wanted credit. Unskippable. But by, like, PS2 era, there was so many people on some of these game titles. Like, I remember when I beat Kingdom Hearts for the first time. Anyone who's ever played Kingdom Hearts on PS2, great game. Fantastic. Combines some new made-up stuff, Disney, Final Fantasy, which is just crazy combinations, but somehow it worked. in like the best way. Especially when I was like 12, 13 or whatever. And the end credits for that, I eventually got to the point where, you know, like Marvel movies have their end credit scene. A lot of games have that to force you to watch the credits. And if you skipped it, you would have never seen it. You would have never known there was an end credit scene. So I got to a point where every game I beat, I refused to skip the credits. I would watch it just in case there was something else afterwards. And that was one of the first games that I can really remember. The end credits took just forever. And it was like a movie where it was like every name just rolling. And it was still like 5, 7, 8 minutes of just rolling names. And that was one of the games. So by PS2 era, I don't know about PS1 if there was any other really long ones, but PS2 era had a lot of people on these games. No sheep were harmed during the creation of this game. They got jokes too. Unskippable. There's a trick in the speedrun to kill the credits that skips the credits. There's so many tricks to these games. Absolutely love it. But also, I was discussing that earlier, how I kind of hate speedrunning tricks.
Nasty's ancient history now.
Kind of defeat
What's
the
in
fun
there?
of just playing the
Finally,
game.
This is Gnasty's treasure hoard.
They're cool to see, but
It
at
will
the same
not
time,
open until you have found everything in the Dragon Kingdom. Come back when you have
including
reached
you, which now I
100%.
have. 100%? What? William, I guess that's one game down. Oh, what? Gnasty's treasure hoard is open? What? We've 100%ed literally everything? Just playing through the game? What? That's crazy. Cheers, everybody. We did it. The green background is fucking me up. Even my beer is hella green. This looks nuclear. I should not drink that. Oh, apparently my insides are nuclear too. Cheers. Zach, I was discussing this earlier. I don't think you were in here yet. Earlier today, I saw a TikTok quick of a guy in Halo 2. It's the ODST level where you guys all come down the ODST pods. And he's got a rocket launcher right out the gates. And he speedrunned it. Sped-runned it, whatever. And goes through, gets a sword. And he's using the rocket launcher sword. And he would swing the sword at an enemy like a quarter mile away. Switch to his rocket launcher quick, and then would teleport, essentially, but just, like, beam like you're flying. Like, the commando lunge, but on crack, we'll say that. All the way towards this enemy, and it was insane. Guy just kept doing this over and over and over again, and getting so much distance. It was crazy. Watch this, I'm like, yeah. Part of me hated it because it's super game breaking. You know, it's not meant to be how it's played. Cool to see, but it's just hard to respect for me those kind of speedruns because it's a lot of exploits, you know? Oh, the audio is terrible right now. I'm gonna turn it down. Some levels it's just bad. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm sorry. You're doing multiplayer, but you need 2 good weapons. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. The Halo 2 rocket lunge, that was classic. So there's even a name for it, the rocket lunge. Okay. That's hilarious. Now that you say the rocket launch, it somehow sounds familiar. This dude's super evasive. What I thought was funny about this game, I discovered this yesterday, is there's a lot of guys, enemies in this game, that will laugh at you if you fail. Or if you're taking too long to kill them, they'll just stop and laugh in your face. And it is so fucking funny. Sleep time for me now. I'm almost at the end, William. But that's fair. That's fair. I'm surprised you've struggled all the way this far. But, hey, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for making it. I'll be done with this in like 4 minutes. 3 minutes to 4 minutes max. My biggest struggle is going to be this airplane. I probably won't move on to the new game tonight. We'll just end the stream a little bit early. We'll do Crash tomorrow. And that'll probably be like a big chunk of next week because I have not beaten Crash ever. I might make it to the end. You starting Crash tonight? No, I won't start it tonight just because the big game change, big swap. And I'm not far from the end of the stream anyway. You know, we usually end at the top of the hour here. So being so close to the end, I might get one level done. So I think it's better for me to just end her and start it at the start it tomorrow. Sorry, words are hard when this audio is just choppy as hell through my ears. Nothing I can do about it. It's what you get when you have ancient technology. Hey Zach, do you know anything about restoring discs that are scratched up? I saw some videos, and you're kind of my guy on this. You got a lot of knowledge. I saw some videos where they use like car polish on it. One guy wiped it and it was just dirty as hell looking, but somewhat cleaner, and it apparently worked. Another where they used an electric, like a drill mount buffer, and polished it with that. After using the isopropyl alcohol to clean it, they would use like a buffer, and then it looked brand new afterwards. But I imagine that does some level of damage to the disc. I don't know. I'm curious if you know any more. Yes. If you get a movie store near you, bring it there. They give you resurfacing machines that usually charge like $2. Really? I don't have that, but like, could I just stop in, give them the discs, and they'll do it right away, or is it like usually something where you gotta drop off your stuff and then come back? Big finale. Woo! Start scooping. $1975, great year, but that's not 2000. Missing one purple. I've never heard of that. Oh, here it is. Resurfacing gems. Resurfacing machine thing. That's insane. 120%. So the 2,000 gems is an extra 20%. End cutscene.
Spyro the Dragon, you've defeated Gnasty Gnorc, collected the dragon,
Gnasty Gnorc.
saved all the dragons, and recovered every bit of treasure in the Dragon Kingdom. How do you feel?
I feel fired up, Bob. And I'm happy for the Dragon World, of course. I certainly wouldn't want to spend the rest of my Dragon days butting heads with Gnasty Gnorc and his weird minions.
What's a minion?
Never mind. You know what they say. For every good battle, you need a good adversary. And I felt that Gnasty, in spite of his mistakes,
Oh, I do not remember that basketball hoop.
here we go again.
I love just how immature the dragons are. The fully adult ones. More credits, more people. Resurfacing machine. I gotta look this up. Nice, and get one on Amazon for $200 instead. What does resurfacing do to a disc? I'm super curious, so I gotta look this up. Yeah, give them a call, make sure they offer the resurfacing, but yeah, takes like a minute or two. Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna call this place. There's a place in Madison called Pre-Played, and they have everything from original Atari up. Last time I was there, like 6 years ago. It's been quite a long time, but I see they're still there, so I gotta check it out. Alright, so the question of what does it do? When a disc gets resurfaced, most automated equipment will accurately remove a thin layer of the damaged polycarbonate. It uses micro-abrasives to shave off the portion with the scratch, allowing the beam to return to the player accurately. Holy shit. I would take all my games in that I have and do that for like the $20, $40, whatever it would be. Good machines are a few $1,000s. I figured the $200 one was like iffy. The JFJ Media Disc Repair Machine. I figure they're probably pretty big too or something, huh? Oh, here's one. The Hybrid 2.0. It's not that big, about the size of half a microwave. $1,550 American. The VMI 250 buffer, $750. VMI 3500 buffer, refurbished, $1,200. Jeepers. Price goes up like crazy real quick. There used to be some as seen on TV type ones, Disc Doctor or something. They kind of work, but they aren't very reliable. I had one when back in the day, and that's probably why my discs are scratched up as they are. We got one that was just like a CD player size thing. You put it in there, and then you sprayed solution on it, and then you would manually turn it, and it had these shitty plastic gears that would go in there. And I know I've used it on some of my discs. So I gotta see if it's even possible. Might kill the discs because it might grind off all the polycarbonate. Trying to buy one when the family stores went out of business, but they wanted too much for them still. Damn. That's the one? Okay. That's the one. Yeah, we had that. Probably cost us $20-25, and I think it ruined more discs than it saved. It definitely did it like where I've seen the people do it by hand with the buffering cream or whatever for cars, and it just looked cloudy all over. Maybe it was more readable, but the cloudiness looked terrible. Honestly, if you had one, you know how many like shitty, barely working discs you could buy for like $1 or $2 online, resurface them, and then just resell them for a large asking price because of the rarity of finding an original disc that works, even though you can get an emulator for free and make it work just fine on your computer, on your phone, and there's an app, it's like $5 one time, and you get every game you want for free. So I don't know. There's a lot of value in just having the originals that work. I don't know why. But I'm going to have to look into that. That's fucking awesome. Thank you, Zach, for bringing that to my attention, because I did not know that was a thing. I'm sitting here thinking about how I'm going to manually do this, or buying all the equipment to try to do it for probably a handful of discs. No longer. No longer. I will just take it to the store I'm going to go to anyway on Saturday. Hopefully they can do it for me. If not, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll look around. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the likes, shares, comments, and stars. Appreciate all of you guys. It's been awesome. Question of the night, the trivia question, was how many years did the 100 Years' War last? Was it 98, 100, 108, or 116? We'll come back to the answer after we do some shout-outs. Let's see here. Thank you, William Dodge, for the like and share. Thank you, Ryan Montgomery, for the like and share. William Harris, thank you for the like and hanging out for, I think you made it to the end, or if not, very close. Thank you, Candy Love, for the like. Michael Payne for the like. Paul Melendez for the like. Thank you, Levon, for the like. Kayla for the like and the 100 stars. Sam for the like and share. Samantha, thank you for the like. And Zach, thank you for the like and the advice. Appreciate it. If you're looking for a weed PS1 game, weed. Is that a typo, or you meant to say that? Because if you meant to say that, I don't know what that means. Bugs Bunny in Time. I had Bugs Bunny in Time at the local rental store, and I used to borrow that one all the time. If I see that, oh god, I have a list. Weird. Okay, weird. I couldn't figure it out. It's been a long night. I'm going to make a list. I have several games that I need to pick up that I remember that I rented, but I never beat. Wild Arms was a good one. You know what? Maybe it was just a jam pack game. Maybe I never rented it. I think it was just a jam pack game, and there was like a dinosaur level or something that I'd go back to do all the time. And Elmer Fudd would hunt you down, and he had his old school toga on. Walt, thank you for the like, buddy. Hey, good to see you. How are you doing? Cheers. That's awesome. Wild Arms, Bugs Bunny in Time. Parasite Eve is one I never finished, but I always wanted to. I pretty much had the trailer for it in a jam pack. So, I don't know if I already acknowledged this, but William, I saw you did indeed, and I'm super glad you made it to the end. Thank you, buddy. Hey, I'll cheers you for that. Congratulations on making it to the end here, and our 120% run of the game. Cheers. We'll leave that up so if anyone comes in, they're like, oh, damn, this guy's legit. You know what I mean? Fun game. The final boss is so bad. I never beat it. I think I had it on Jam Pack, and I just did a tutorial all the time. I played the Jam Pack games. One I had a lot. Like I tried the 101 Dalmatians on there. Tarzan is one. If I see that, I'm going to grab that. I have Aladdin, but I never beat that. You know, it was just as hard on the Super Nintendo as it was on PlayStation 1. I, like, only played it on sick days. Like, if I was sick from home, I would then play Tarzan. What the hell is this? Microsoft Start. That's weird. Anyway. I'm trying to think. There's so many good games. If I see an original Final Fantasy VII, it's probably worth $2,000, but I'll pick that up. /8. Even though I have them on the Xbox HD'd. But they're just cool to have the originals. I can't think of what else, but if I see any more, I might snag them. So thank you for the suggestions and all the help. Appreciate everyone chatting along. The answer to the question tonight, how many years did the 100 Years' War last? So it's not a 100-year war, so that's the giveaway that it's not actually 100, but also pretty tricky name. So if you guessed 100, I don't blame you. It's a solid guess. 98 is like, did they round up? Not quite. 108, you're like, just a couple more years. Would make sense. But 116 is actually how long it lasted, which, you know, back in those days, people didn't live to 100. They maybe got to 50. If you got to 50, you were like end of your life old, right? I think. When was the 100 Years' War? Either way, pretty much prior to the last 100, 200 years, you did not make it that far in life. So this is like 3-4 generations of people with just built-in hate from birth that was taught to them to grow up to continue the war. That's how it had to be, you know. So 116 years. That's probably like 4 or 5 generations of kids that just slaughtered each other for fun. I don't really remember what the war was about or anything like that, but that's the info. So yeah, we're gonna end it tonight. GG's everybody. We completed this shit. We're gonna be doing Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex's Revenge or something. I don't remember the title. Tomorrow. So until then, we'll see you guys later. 6 to 9 Central Standard Time. We'll be back. And if you have not followed before, please do. We were at 300 and we dipped down to 299. Some asshole left. Gotta throw it out there. So help us get back to that 300 mark. If you're watching even after the stream, appreciate you. If you're over there on YouTube, subscribe and like otherwise. So until then, everyone have a good night and stay fresh cheese bags.